So here on screen you can see I have created already a C++ file, so which is named as test_1.cpp. So we have created this file and saved it with this name. So for creating new file, already we have seen we can go to file option, new, and when you click on source file, a, a file editor will open where you can write the C++ program. And when you save it with your given name, the file will be saved. So now I'm going to write the C++ program. So C++ program, I'm starting here with include IOStream. So in this program, we will be seeing how to create a class in C++. So first, always we start with the preprocessor directive, that is by including the IOStream type. And as this IOStream type is present in standard namespace, we will be adding the standard namespace by using the next statement using namespace std. So if you want to add any namespace to your program, then you will be using the using keyword followed by the namespace keyword and then the namespace name, which is here in our case std, which is used for standard namespace, and then semicolon. And then next, I will be starting with the main function. So main function here is the starting point of execution, and whatever we write in main, only that gets executed. Whenever we run our C++ program, the compiler searches for main function and then whatever statements present in main are executed. And the preprocessor directive will be processed before the main is executed. So now let's create a class. Now for creating class in C++ program, we use a class keyword followed by the class name. Let's say I'm taking the class name student. And always the class names are preferred to start with uppercase letter. So I have given the class name student, and you can see as here I have taken uppercase. So class names are preferred to start with uppercase letter, and to create a class, class keyword followed by class name. Open the class with curly bracket, close it with curly bracket, and always end the class with semicolon. So this is how we create a class. Now within the class, we can have data members and member functions. So what are data members? The variables which are declared within the class are called data members. The data which we use within the class is called data member. Now let's take here int id as the variable. So I'm not giving value, just I'm declaring ID. And member function is the function which will be present in the class. So function which is present within the class is called member function. And let's take here void display, which is going to display ID here. So how to write a function and the syntax for writing function, how to declare variables, that in a separate video we already have on the channel. You can refer. Also in future videos, we will be adding all these details. So here in this function, I will be just printing ID. So ID I'm printing without any string, or let's take here a string. ID is, and then let's print just the ID variable value. So when you give within quotes anything, that is as it is printed, and the variable value, if you want to print just variable name without enclosing in quotes, we give. So here is the class student, and class is always ended with semicolon. Within the class we have data member and member function. You can have multiple data members and multiple member functions, but I have taken only one data member and one member function, which is printing ID data member. Now to access this, whatever we write within class is not accessible outside the class. And also because main function is outside the class, we will not be able to access this ID from main. So for that purpose, we need to declare here ID and function as public. So under public access specifier, so public keyword followed by colon we write, and under this we write ID and also a function. So both will become public now. So now in the main, if you want to access ID and assign value and also call the function, then you need to create object for the class, which is created using the class name. So in our case, class name is student followed by object name I'm giving S1. And now using this S1, I can access, you can see we got suggestion also, ID we can access, which I'm giving as 101. And then to print it, we can call the function display, which we are again getting in suggestion. So this way, using the object of class, we can access ID and assign value to it, also call the function display. So now if I compile, I get 0 errors or warnings, and when I run, I get the output ID is 101 according to this display function. So this is how we create class with data members and member functions.